Welcome to the Mathematics in my channel. In this video we are going to generalize the integral with the square root of cubic function in the denominator. We know this is elliptical integral. So first of all I am going to write our integral dx over, now here we know f3 of x is equal to x minus a, x minus b, x minus c. Okay, now to generalize this integral we should have factors in the denominator. So now I am not going to use the limit boundaries. We can take, this is I, and now I am going to use a substitution. So if we take x is equal to u square plus c, now differentiate, so dx is equal to 2 times u du. Okay, now we can plug in here, so we can write this is equal to, now dx is equal to 2 times u du over here x we know u square plus c, so u square plus c minus a, here u square plus c minus b, here x is equal to u square plus c, so c get cancelled and we have u square. Okay, then we know this u square get cancelled and we have 2 times du over u square plus c minus a, u square plus c minus b. Okay, now again I am going to take a substitution. So if we take u is equal to c minus b, square root of c minus b tan of theta, now differentiate, so du is equal to square root of c minus b secant square of theta d theta. Now we can plug in here, so 2 times du, so 2 times, now du we know the square root of c minus b secant square of theta d theta over here a square root sign. Now we know u square is equal to c minus b tan square of theta plus c minus a, then next term u square again c minus b tan square of theta plus c minus b. Okay, then we can simplify. So here 2 is a constant, so we can write outside of the integral sign, and here secant square of theta, we know secant square of theta is equal to 1 over cosine square of theta, here also sine square over cosine square, here also sine square over cosine square, so cosine square get cancelled. So now we have c minus b, square root of c minus b d theta over here square root, now we know here we have c minus b sine square of theta, we know tan square sine square cosine square, so we should multiply this term by cosine square of theta, so c minus a cosine square of theta times here c minus b sine square of theta, c minus b sine square of theta plus again c minus b cosine square of theta. Okay, then sorry, we know here sine square plus cosine square is equal to 1, so we can write now our integral I is equal to 2 times integral here square root of c minus b d theta. Here we have, in the denominator we have c minus b sine square of theta, c minus b sine square of theta plus c minus a cosine square of theta, cosine square of theta times, here we have only c minus b, so here c minus b. Okay, then we know this is square root of c minus b, this is square root of c minus b get cancelled, and still we can simplify. Here in the numerator we have d theta over, now here we have c minus b sine square of theta plus c minus a. Now instead of cosine square of theta we can use 1 minus sine square of theta. So then again we can simplify d theta over, here if we take sine square of theta as a common factor, so sine square of theta times, now here c minus b here minus c plus a times, now here we have here plus 1 times c minus a, so c minus a. Okay, then 2 times here d theta over the square root of, now we know c minus c get cancelled, and we have here c minus a, here I am going to take minus sign as a common factor, so we have b minus a times sine square of theta, Okay, then I'm going to take c minus a, square root of c minus a as a common factor, so we can write outside of the integral sign. So here integral of d theta over, now here we have the square root of here 1 minus b minus a over c minus a sine square of theta, Now we know this is first kind of elliptic integral, square root of 1 minus k square sine square of theta. So now we can write the answer. Here I'm going to use this place, so we can write now this is equal to 2 over the square root of c minus a. Now we should consider the limit, so we know our here we took u is equal to, our second substitution, u is equal to the square root of c minus b times tan of theta. So we can isolate the tan of theta. Tan of theta is equal to u over c minus b, square root of c minus b, and our for substitution we know x is equal to u square plus c, so u is equal to the square root of x minus c. So here we can write the square root of u is equal to x minus c over c minus b. Okay, then we know theta is equal to, now theta is equal to arctan of square root of x minus c over c minus b. Now we can take when x approaches to upper limit when x approaches to x1, we can write theta 1 is equal to arctan of here instead of x1, so x1 minus c over c minus b. Okay, then same as when x approaches to x naught, we know theta naught approaches to arctan of x naught minus c over c minus b. So we can write the answer here, capital F of here upper limit we know theta 1 comma now here we know k is equal to b minus a over c minus a. So the square root of b minus a or c minus a, here this is k square, so k we know square root of b minus a over c minus a, then minus lower limit we know now theta naught comma again k we know b minus a over c minus a. Okay, this is the answer, and this is the generalization of this elliptic integral. In this integral we have the cubic function in the denominator. If you like this video, please subscribe this channel. Thank you for watching.